That'll be it then. Little 4-hole, just got a teeny bit of bait in. Can't remember which tree I was aiming for. Lovely. That's 22 turns that. I've not used my measuring sticks. My measuring sticks are holding the umbrella down. Should have brought 2 sets really. But we'll literally just empty. 1 feeder there. Oh, I've got someone's line already. That's a good start, isn't it? That's a load of line. Oh, it's come off. I was reeling back a load of line, thick line. Literally just 2 of them. And then 2 on the long line, and then we'll feed the pole. Got a hell of a toe of it, so I'm probably going to have my rod to the right. And as you can see, I'm under the old umbrella. Can't see me using that feeder again on that line. We'll just be using the tiny 3-hole the rest of the day. What we got? The little matrix one's normally good. I'll start off on this little one first. This little 15 gram. See how that behaves. Haven't put a hook length on that yet. Just feed her along the line, which is about 40 metres, just in case the bream want to be further out today. I'm hoping to just catch short pole and short feeder chuck, but you never know. We'll put some pudding in anyway. But this will reach. Perfect. Just a bit worried because there's a hell of a crosswind, but it's very shallow and very silty, so I don't like to use a heavy feeder for this game, but sometimes you've got it. You can actually feel it pulling out the silt if you use too heavy a feeder on some of this lake, especially this side of the island. So we'll pop a 3 in there. And it's just making our bed then. Just super crush expander and a bit of F1 for a bit. I knew it'd be coloured today. Take long to empty that. I've dampened it down just so it's not too cloudy or dry. The pole line's not well, it's sort of towing back. The pole float's staying still, so I'm not overly concerned. Slightly bigger feeder in than me, but I'm just going to be, I reckon £30 might be a good weight today. Quite looking forward to this. I imagine it's going to be a 90% feeder rod job, but we'll feed the pole anyway. A foot deeper here than elsewhere. Not put my hook length on yet on either feeder rod. I've got an 11 and a 12 foot set up. That's a 12. Let's leave that alone for now. 1 pole rig, 2 feeder rods at the moment. That's all we've got set up. 2 plus 2, because you never know, sometimes they want to be in shelter. Feed a nice big ball there and leave it. A few maggots in case it's rock hard. Get some road trap grub in. I'll leave that alone. Where do we plumb up? We'll go level with that tree out just to our right. Like I say, it wasn't towing, so we'll keep that to one side. And then at the moment, I'm just going to feed 10 metres. That's the main line. Because the wind's going to get up. We can always push out to 11 if we need to. But we'll pop one nice. No, let's go a bit smaller. We can always put some more in, can't we? Just pop that in, and a few live maggots. Get them grubbing, and that's it. Straight in front. Oh, yep, definitely right to just fish this far. Definitely right to wet it down a bit. Push that out of the way for now. There's a public footpath here, so you've got to be careful. Right, we're ready, just got to pop a hook length on and we'll start, I think. I'll just show you over there. That's Morris and Chris there. Morris Williams and Chris Hill, so they're top anglers. So, right. First job, try and get a bite. So 2 pinkies. We've got 16, 012 fluorocarbon, 2 pinkies, tiny little 3-hole cage. We'll see if we can get away with this light one. I'm not going to put any feed in this. This is a slightly drier mix now. We've got 2 mixes, one very damp and one on the dry side. It's about a 2-foot tail. The wind's getting right up now. Definitely having the rod to the right here. A big bow. We'll see if we can see a bite in these conditions. But I've got braid on and a little 8-pound shock leader, which goes all the way onto the reel 3 turns. We'll see if this little feeder will work. If not, I've got different weights and sizes. I might need a heavy one just to punch it and hit that clip nicely and give me something to tighten up to, but we'll see. We'll mess around. We've got a real mixture of feeders, but basically I've got a 22 turn chuck, I've got a 40 metre chuck and a 10 metre swim and a throwaway 2+2 swim, which you never know here. I'm on 52. It's on a point. It's always been a reasonable area for, well, very good area for catching short. So we're in winter now, so they might not be on the pole line at all, but they might. Just seeing a bite on the tip's going to be good today. We'll make reasonable regular casts because it's this tiny little feeder. Like I say, nothing in that now. We just rely on the initial 2 feederfuls. Let's try it this way. I'm going to try it both ways. I do like to have the rod this way. It's just the bow from the wind and the tow. We'll see. If it's too severe, then we'll have to have it to the right. We've got both options anyway. We might take half hour, an hour to get a first bite. Talking to Chris Hill, he reckons 30-pound will win. And I've got a very good chance of that. I'm on a good peg, end peg. End the year on a flyer, or a good peg anyway. Should be a good peg. Now they reckon those little tiny skimmers that this place is full of have sort of backed off a bit now, and the bigger skimmers will feed instead. Okay. I'll have half hour on here, half hour long, and we'll drop on that pole and hopefully it's solid. But it could be a proper grueler. This place doesn't like temperature changes or anything, and we're in winter now, end of December, so I'm not really expecting it to be good. But if you're going to catch, this is the place. I'm happy with this peg, more than happy with a peg. Already I think I need to go the next size feeder up. We've got a real mixture of feeders, but that's tightened up to it now, so if I can fish off this side I prefer it. I just feel more comfortable. I think that little slightly heavier matrix one, that'll do. That's the one I was looking for before we started. If it's really bad, we'll put a little bottom weighted one on instead, but I do like a traditional side weighted one for these little chucks. But yeah, I've got Maurice Williams to my left on 50 and Chris Hill on 48, and both very, very good at this sort of fishing. Better than me for sure. Just heard them both say they've not had a bite yet. If we can catch them 2-pounders, 2-3-pounders. But yeah, the target's £20, 20 to £30. £30 plus to win. £20 a frame, I think. But at the moment I've got an 11-foot rod for short, a 12-foot rod for long, and one 1/2 gram pole rig. It's probably what are we going to say, it's 4.5 foot, which for Barston's quite deep. It gets deeper to my right, it's a deep corner to my right, but they don't peg it. I would have pegged it, but apparently I don't think there's that many fish in those deeps. Certainly sees more bait to the left, more anglers. I think the skimmers follow the carp anglers. That's sitting there nice now. Should get some positive bites on this braid. Maurice looks like he's started on the line level with my longer line. But yeah, all I'm going to fish is dead reds, dead pinkies. I've got some live maggots as well, and ground bait. That's it. Not sure if I had a tap then or not. I think we did. It's going to rock a little bit. Yeah, yeah. It's a good sign. Third chuck. Swap to the heavier matrix feeder. Just keeping them on the hook now. Hear my shock leader going in. We're off. Double pinky. 40 of them. I love this style of fishing, I really do. It's so simple, and just keep chucking a nice little feeder out. I'll just mix it up between pinkies, maggots, and one or two of each. No. 8 ounce. Yeah, didn't he? Yeah, I've done a bit of this sort of fishing. I really enjoy it. I don't fish enough venues where I can do it. Big Geary's at Packington, it's nice. Here, there's not too many places you can fish a nice little dinky feeder and catch like this, really. Most places where you can, I think the pole is normally better, but this is the sort of venue where the feed, especially, see how windy it is, it's not going to be fun on that pole. But generally when there's a big wind on, they want to feed. So I'm happier there's a wind on. I'm tucked away nicely. I've got my Sherpa on. I didn't wear it to to get to me peg though. Oh dear me, 52 peg walk, but you know you're walking to fish. Sometimes you get an extra large wave that just hits it, so yeah, it's not always a bite. Morris has just had one. How big one, Morris?
Right out.
Huh?
Right out.
Yeah. Oh. Wow, that just nailed it. That's a bigger one. I twitched it and it went boom. Might be an F1. I think it's a big brain. Time of these. I'm only on a fine 16. I'm hoping that's a big bream. With one, twitched it and it just went boom, snaffled it. Repeat the process, just repeat the process. Can't believe that, you just whacked it as soon as I twitched it. Great sign, so early. If they're there early, they might be on the pole early as well. Yeah, slightly heavier feeder's better, I think, already. Missed that one. Straight after twitching again. You're gonna have a good day, boys and girls. Not touched that, but there was definitely a bite. Let's just go in with the dry mix. Don't want to put too many particles in. Okay, we've got to let them bites develop, or hit them. Do you know, with the skimmers, you can let them develop. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Quite keen to just keep plundering this short line. That's where I can catch them, that's where I can control them, the less likely to have them fall off on the way back. Yeah, red maggot and a pinky. It's great that we're getting sorted anyway. Little blopper. If this wind gets stronger, I'll point the rod to the right instead. Definitely one braid today. Cut through all that nastiness. Might have to knock back between the two swims as well. It might be hard to plunder the one swim all day. Got a few more pinkers in there because that's definitely what we've been catching on. No, rinky dink pink. Very quick look on the pole. Single dead maggot. Faithful. If they're here, I need to know, so I don't want to waste too much time on the feeder if they're on the pole. But I'm fully expecting not to go under. But happy days if it does. I'm not topped up or anything yet. We'll see if we get a response. It'd be amazing if we get a bite early. If we don't, that's fine. We just know to concentrate on the feeder, but it's definitely worth a 2 or 3 minute look. If you don't look, you don't know, do you? Just fishing a 1/2 gram dusty wire. A good 2.5 inch deeper than what I was. I need to know if they're there. As I fully expected, no bites on the pole, but at least we know we can forget about it now for a good, well, we'll probably just check it every 45 minutes, half hour, something like that. But we've given that short chuck a bit of a rest. We'll have one more chuck on here with bait and then we'll go long. Even if we catch a fish on this, I want to go long, because already I think they're a little bit skittish and they might take a bit of a, I don't think they're going to have a feeder crashed on their head all day. But we'll sit on our hands a little bit more with this cast and not strike at anything small. Let's wait for something to hang on. I haven't seen anyone else catch up with Morris had that one, so we know there's some fish in the area. We're an hour in, just give me another little ball, a few live maggots. Morris has had one, Chris has had one little in as well, and no more bites. I just had a big line out which didn't develop, so let's have a quick look long. I think we need to go long. What is this way, I think? A kind of curve on the quiver tip. Wow, savage that. Absolutely savage. I just about to adjust my rod rest and the rod just flew off. Well, maybe they're longer. I'd like to just wind, but it's a little hook and he's nodding a bit, so we'll pump him. When he first popped up I didn't think he was very big, but he is, isn't he? Just under the lip. Weird. He'll do. He will do. Not running long either, was it? This way, see if we can. Rather it was this way, just because of the extra distance and the extra bow. It hit the clip nice, so it might be tight enough to it. Rather strike to my left than to my right, but didn't have to strike on that one, did we? Oh, savage that was, wasn't it? Great sign that. Like I say, we might be batting between the short and the long swim. Another dozen of them and we'll be happy. Oh, go on. Yeah. Smaller fishes. Just keep them facing that way. I can just wind and wind and wind. And bigger ones are a bit more noddy. extra sizes already. Back on that short line. I missed another bite long, just a fast jaggedy bite. Nothing. No signs on this since going back on it. Same to get an instant response, but nothing. It just sounds like there's an odd fish being caught to my left. So I'm doing alright. Sounds like a few people, you've had an odd bite early, and then the second hour has been dreadful. I've just had one little lead. First sign I've had for like 30 minutes. I'm due to have a look on the pole again. Got a feeling they are further out, these fish today. I might have to chase them further. They might just be backing off all the time. We'll see. After a twitch. They're catching, aren't they? You know it's gone hard if you've got time to peel an orange. Doing okay because it's not fishing very well. Metre and a half further. Yes, I've just marked the braid with a line marker pen. I've had this years. And once you've got one, you'll never need another one. Promising start, wasn't it? It's just gone absolutely rubbish for everyone now. Who's that? Well, I crept out a metre, caught one. Crept out another metre, caught one. Just tried it a third time. I had 3 casts at the last jug, nothing. So I've just gone another metre, a metre and a half. No signs just yet. The last one I didn't put any feed in. I just didn't see any point. It's just my hook bait and a little bit in the cage. Oh, that's amazing. Chucked on the original spot, nothing. Chucked it 4 or 5 metres to the right. Gone straight away with a little skimmer. Now the wind's changed direction, it's sort of diagonally into our faces now rather than left to right. Plus it's about 10 degrees warmer and it's not raining. Well, we've all got the umbrellas down now. The wind's proper changed, it's sort of there now. Into our faces. Back on the original spot. I put a little bit of bait on the original spot still. Couple of tentative looks on the pole, no bites. They're out in the middle. But we're going into the last hour now, last hour and a quarter. So I need a little run now. Should get one on this cast. Imagine it's so many skimmers in this venue, but there's a hell of a lot of people spodding opposite, and if I was a skimmer I'd be having some easy pickings over there. I'm just not in a feeding mood, these skimmers. Who's winning?
Hey?
Who's winning?
Oh, I don't know. Probably you, Joe. How many you got?
Don't know.
You know how many you got?
I don't count. Just
No.
keep putting them in the net.
No, you beat him on it anyway.
Huh?
He's had 3.
Has it? I've had 4 or 5 decent ones.
Yeah.
About 4 little ones and a perch.
Yeah. Might be enough. I don't know how long left from now,
An hour and 5.
still a bit of time then, isn't there?
Yeah.
But you caught them all pretty much on the feeder rod.
I've had a perch on the pole, that's it.
Yeah.
Everything else on the tip.
It's hard going, isn't it? I spoke to Chris, he said he knew it was going to be tough, really, if you keep me like this.
Problem is when you got them all spomming over there,
Yeah.
it don't help. Especially if they've been doing it all night. If I was a skimmer, I'd be having some easy pickings over there.
Yeah. Good luck, I'm going for the walk.
See it. When you get a bite, it's pretty quick. I've not had anything waiting. We've got 48 minutes to go. See if we can get another one there. But I have fed 3 quick feeders on the long line as well. So we'll see if anything settles on that as well. I was just about to consider going back long when I've had that nice chunky skimmer. What was it, 8-10 ounce, something like that. Morris had one as well at the same time. Nice bite as well. I'm tempting fate here, but I've not had a fish come off. Try and keep my eye on the tip. I am trying to see. At least one angle's packed up to our left already. We've all got our umbrellas down now. That bank over there would have been lovely today with the wind off your back. Sheltered. Come on, baby, come on.
first time yours have been down.
Yeah, I'm on.
Nice now.
I hope you enjoyed that session. There's plenty more where that came from this year. This channel is going to get bigger and better, I promise you. So don't forget to check out my channel members area as well. If it wasn't for my channel members, I wouldn't be able to do films like this one as well. It all adds up and it really does make a difference. So keep supporting my channel, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on another fishing session.